Hey guys, welcome to week 12, I believe, of Weight Loss Wednesday. Last week when I was updating, I was like, oh, this is week 9 and week 10, and it was actually 10 and 11. So I'm pretty sure this week is week 12. Now, obviously I'm driving. I am taking myself to the gym to a Zumba session tonight. But I do have to say, last week was very discouraging for me. It was. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I had a really hard time with even wanting to update for Weight Loss Wednesday after last week. I was just like, why? What's the point if I'm just going to be judged and bashed and criticized and pretty much called a liar? Why even bother, you know? But then I got to thinking about it and I was like, you know what? Screw everyone. That's what I told myself. I was like, I'm letting a few people affect me when 95% of you guys are super supportive and need the encouragement and the inspiration. And instead of focusing on that, I was focusing on the negative. And I don't want that to happen anymore. All of it's going out the window. So I decided to jump back on and try it again. And this week was probably the worst week to do that because I had a gain this week. I really don't know why. So for week 10, I was 282.4, I believe. 282.4. And for week 11, I was 283. So I was only up a little, 0.6 of a pound, a little more than a half a pound from being on my mini vacation. And from that time that from when I got back so we got back Thursday, Friday, from Friday on, I was 100%. Counting everything. I even worked out twice this week, once with a trainer and once by myself, and I've done very well every day. Now somebody did message me and told me about like adjusting my macros. I did not realize that MyFitnessPal doesn't adjust your macros. When I was doing Weight Watchers, it adjusted your macros for you and your calorie intake and points and things like that automatically when you updated your weight. I guess I assumed MyFitnessPal did the same thing, and apparently it does not. So you have to physically go in there and like put that you've lost weight, update it or whatever, so that it can adjust your calorie intake, because I had been still at 1,800 calories and the macros that were for 1,800 calories to lose 1.5 pounds a week since I started. However, I don't ever hardly, I think maybe once or twice this week I ate 1,800 calories, and I actually think both days it was the day that I was working out, and I just needed a little bit extra, but for the most part I stayed between like 1,600 to 1,700. So I really didn't think that was a huge factor. My cycle's supposed to start, so I thought maybe that was it, but I was the exact same weight today since last Monday. I don't understand. I was 283.0, and that's what I was last Monday. So I was like, wah, wah. I don't really have an excuse, because I felt like I should have lost at least something. I thought for sure I would at least be down to what I was before on the 12th, and I wasn't even down to that. So I don't know, I really don't know what happened. I mean, I can go back and maybe look at my food, but I feel like I stayed within what I've been staying in, and I just kind of plateaued. I think it's too dark for those. I just kind of plateaued, so I don't have a reason, and I'm sorry that this week is kind of disappointing for you guys as well, because I was very upset. I am still upset. It has bothered me all day. And instead of allowing it to continue to bother me, I was like, you know what? I'm still gonna eat good today. I'm gonna make sure I count everything and that I stay within my calories and eat healthy and go to the gym. Because that's all I can do, is just keep trucking on and hope that eventually the scale catches up with how I feel. Because when I try on clothes, and if you follow my daily vlogs, I tried on a pair of size 20 shorts from Torrid and they fit awesome. And that's all I can hope, is that the scale eventually catches up to how I feel. So this week was great as far as everything else goes, but weigh-in wasn't too great. So yeah, I'm down 26.4. Yeah, because I was down 27, so now I'm down 26.4. it is what it is. But like I said, I'm getting back up on the horse and I'm going to the gym, even though it's almost 7:30 at night. I'm doing it because I'm doing it this time. It's just all there is to it, and I'm not going to let any negativity affect me the way that it has been, because that really brings you down too, and it brings down morale, and it makes me really contemplate why I even do this, you know, and I don't want that. So anyway, it's gonna be a short weight loss Monday today because my battery is about to die, but I'm going to the gym. So I hope you guys had a fabulous week and you were able to stay motivated and get it done and count your calories, and I hope you lost even though I didn't, and hopefully next week we come back with a pretty big loss, because I find whenever I gain or kind of stay the same, well, I mean, technically from last week I stayed exactly the same, but I'm up from the week before. But I find whenever that happens, one of the weeks I eventually lose like 3 or 4 pounds to kind of compensate for it. So that's the hope. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing the update, and let's try and keep it positive. You know, I mean, if you feel like you would say something to my face or message me privately, then yeah, go ahead, leave a comment. But if you don't feel like you do that, don't leave it. It just brings negativity, and we're trying to stay positive and keep this morale. Obviously, I know I'm not in denial with my size or eating habits or anything. I know. I have been very real with myself, and I just want to keep it positive. I really need that. I need positivity, because negativity doesn't do anybody any good. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this update. I will see you guys next week, hopefully a little lighter. Bye.